Hey, just realized I recorded that whole other video sideways, and I'm pretty sure you can't flip it. So that was pretty stupid because it was like almost 20 minutes long, the complete wrong direction, and I'm pretty sure no one, including myself, would want to watch that, like with your head turned the whole time. Yeah. Said a lot of good stuff too. Let's think, what else? There's always so much. Well, initially I came out here to meditate and read this book, The Celestine Prophecy, that my brother's girlfriend got for me to read. Her and I were talking about it, and me and my brother were talking about it. And I don't know, they said it was really good. I think both of them have read it. And it's already just the same kind of stuff that I'm always thinking about and, reading about and whatever. Oh, my foot fell asleep. No! So, basically, it's called the Celestine Prophecy. So, obviously, it's religion or belief related. There's like, what is it? 9? Yeah, I think there's 9 scrolls. It's about this, I don't know if it's true. I think it's based off a true story. But, there's 9 scrolls that are from ancient times that were found, and each of them talks about an insight. It kind of reminds me of, Buddhist thought a lot. But, yeah, there's 9 insights in it, and they're all really cool because a lot of it is, talking about synchronicity, and, just insights are always, just kind of, they're like epiphanies, realizations about the bigger picture, with anything, with any subject. And that's why I really like it, because I think that's, something I'm always trying to, I guess I don't really try to learn it, it's just, I've just noticed, just from being aware and developing my own, opening my eyes, trying to be aware of everything that's going on all the time, and of everyone, and just trying to be alert and aware of everything all the time, because you just should. It's not good to walk around, daydreaming, basically. Like in waking life, the guy was saying, everyone's either sleepwalking through their waking life, or, yeah, I forgot it, which makes me look really stupid. But anyways, the main thing was that he was saying that people are, awake in their dreams, but in real life, they're out of it, and they're just somewhere else, they're not even connected to the rest of the world. So yeah, I'm not that far into the book, but I've seen the movie already. I guess that was kind of stupid to watch the movie first, but I just was dying to know, everything that was in it, so I watched it, and now I'm reading the book. But it's really good. I'm not even that far in, but it's, so interesting. I forget, I don't know if I know it well enough to really quote it or anything, but I think, the first insight was that, all humans are restless. When they start to notice the way that the world works, and the way that people are and everything, nature, just being aware of everything, once they start opening their eyes to that, they become restless, because they just want to know about everything, and they just know there's so much out there, and there's so much going on, and there's a bigger picture, there's much more going on, there's deeper meaning to everything, so then that makes you never want to just, stay in one place, or, you want to move around, because you just want to know about all of it, and you want to learn as much as possible, because it's just so interesting, it's what could be more interesting than learning, how the world works, and how people are, and, just really understanding everything. There's nothing cooler than that. I mean, in my opinion. But, so I like that because, it was also saying, I don't know if this is a second insight or the first one, but they're saying that you start to notice, synchronicities, too. How, things seem to work in an ordered way, or things have a pattern to them most of the time. It seems completely chaotic and, there is no pattern to it. But once you really, really pay attention and, learn from all your experiences, all your relationships, everything that you've been through, you start to notice a pattern and how it works. And already if you read about fractals and how basically all of nature is organized, it looks like, it's just sporadic, it's just all over the place. But really, it's a complete organized design. Every single thing, every part of it. Which, just knowing that is kind of comforting. I mean, it's good for most people because no one feels comfortable living somewhere or existing in this shaky kind of always changing kind of place. But the cool thing is that it is always changing. It's not that solid, but yet it is. It's a solid thing that will be here for a long time, been here long before us, but it still is changing. So it's kind of like the order and chaos thing. It's chaotic, but it's organized, and there is a pattern to it, and there is, the math and the science behind everything. So it's kind of both. It's polarities again. It's both one thing and the opposite of that at the same time. I know that probably sounded really vague, but it's both beautiful and terrible. It's both chaotic and organized. It's I guess those are the two main things, the good and bad to everything. We destroy the earth, but then there's also a lot of people that try to help the earth. There's war, but then there's a lot of peaceful people, or people that help those in need. So it's pretty much equal. Most people, depending on if you're cynical or optimistic, if you're cynical, you'll say there's more bad than good. Optimistic, you say there's more good than bad. But it's really not either. It's pretty much 50-50. It's just you have to move around and see more and experience more before you really realize that it's equal. It's not, it's not unequal, because everything has a pattern. So that's part of it. That's organized 50-50, right down the middle. But yeah. So it was saying that, and something that really, especially the past couple months, something I've been noticing, I guess the philosophical viewpoint I've had is, or just how I look at things or something, is synchronicities. Just noticing patterns, noticing how things seem to happen for a reason. I'm pretty sure that everything does happen for a reason. For a while I went back and forth about what I thought about that, because it's kind of scary to think about it in either way. It's scary to think that everything happens for a reason. It's also scary to think that nothing happens for a reason. To think that there is no pattern. They're both kind of scary, because if it's things always happen for a reason, then that's where people, believe in God or religion or whatever, and, some people don't want to think that for whatever reason, or they're just skeptical or whatever. Basically, what I think about it, I wouldn't say I believe in a particular God, but it's more that there's God in all of us. We have the potential to basically be more like the idea of God. It's not that we are God. Maybe we are, but I don't think there's some guy up in the sky, that's directing everything. That's just a little, I don't get why more people don't question that. George Carlin made some joke before about there's some man in the sky who's gonna, send you to hell if you don't listen to him, but he loves you, and it's just hilarious. And George Carlin, I really like his comedy, even though it's really cynical and a lot of it's not good taste. What he says is so repulsive, but I like it because I've been raised, my dad he's more a rational, scientific kind of thinker, so he looks at everything as one way or the other or whatever. I've grown up with that. Obviously I've deviated from it, but he always had us watching that stuff, and it's just hysterical, because I think the main thing that all of us liked out of it is the fact that George Carlin is a genius. He's a thinker. He has really figured a lot of stuff out, and like talks about all these things that are really important and just mocks